Hello, my friends, my crafty friends. How's everyone doing today? This is Sheree. Welcome to my craft room. I am here to share a finished flip through of this journal that I've been working on. There's 2 more videos where I'm working on this. If you'd like to see them, I'll have them in my junk journal playlist, which will be linked below. And so let's just get started. So I've had this, just to recap a little bit, I've had this little, it's called My Record House, and it was a storage book for 45's little records, the little ones. And it looks like it's for children's records, but when I got it, it did not have children's records in it. It just had some records, and there's a list in here, and I'll show it to you in a second. But I took those out, and it had all the sleeves in here. I took those out and decided, I mean, right when I saw it, I thought, oh, I could make a journal out of that. You know what I mean? So I just thought it was really cool and different. So I left the cover as it is, as you can see here. So I've got a little closure here. This is just a hairband, an elastic hairband that can be put over the end here as long as it fits over the end. It's pretty stretchy, so it should fit for a while, unless it gets really elephanty or alligatory mouth by the person who ends up with it and gets it. But it will be in my shop when this video is published, unless it's already sold when you all watch the video. But you can see the color. I did go ahead, I mentioned book corner, I mentioned, book corners, and I was going to maybe include them, but when I tried them out or auditioned them as I was working on this, I thought it looked so beautiful that I went ahead and put them on there. And I don't usually use book corners because I like the charm of the worn corners usually, but these look so beautiful. And this corner down here was pretty much gone. It was gone. So this forms a corner. So anyway, I think the corners look really pretty on here. I did add a tassel, which is held on by a paper clip, and so it is removable. And I just added some different fibers and laces and trims. As you can see here, lots of different ones to make up this coordinating tassel. And there's one of my charms on here. This is an antique button with a cabochon that I made to put on here as a charm. And it also blends with the colors. So really pretty. And you can leave this as a tassel, or if you ever wanted to, if somebody gets one of my journals and if you wanted to, you could remove one of the, you could use all the trims, or just use, say you see a particular trim that you'd like to use as a tag topper or as a decoration somewhere. You could actually remove these trims very easily. So very useful and very beautiful. Well, let me show you this one trim here. This one actually has little beads on the edges. I have, I think, no, just one strand of that. But look, see the little beads right here? Right along here. This is like a little bead dangle of beads on all the way down that trim. So that was something I have had for a while that I've, every time I look at it, I see and go through my trims and things, I think I need to do something with that. So I finally did today. So, because today I was looking for some burgundies and some reds and things that would go with this. So, let me show you the side. So my last video I showed you how this came apart, and we added some pages. So if you want to see that, go back, to the previous one where I was working on this, and you can see how this comes apart. But here's the spine all together. You can see some wear here, but everything is, I think, good as far as sturdiness. And here's the back, just plain. I wanted to really leave it intact because I think its original beauty was just so cool and unique, you know what I mean? I didn't want to cover anything up. So here's the book corners on the back. I did go ahead and put them back there because those did look so beautiful. So yeah, its original vintage charm is definitely intact. And then when you open up, this is what I was talking about. It has this paper here, which was the original paper, and this list was written here. And so I did leave it here, but I don't think it was I mean, it's not, I don't know if it was the records that were in here or not. Like I said, I took them out and I sold them in my shop. And I kept the record sleeves, which there's one in here, which I'll show you. But yeah, there's a list of neatly, really beautiful handwriting, written records there. So I thought that was very cool. So someone could continue writing there or do whatever they want. But, and the pictures around here are like nursery rhyme pictures. There's a mother goose down here. And there's like a little baby in a cradle there, and just some other things around that tells you, you know, this was meant for kids' record albums. The front too, this is all embossed on here, so you can see if you look closely what they are. So as we flip, I'll tell you it's a little different because of the way it's bound. It's just like this, where the pages bend back. See, like that. They're held in here like with these they're kind of like bolts. Okay, so anyway, let's flip and we'll see what's in here. So I used this is Tim Holtz scrapbook paper, and it's double-sided. And I did try to put a lot of my handmade ephemera in here, so you will see that. This is the book spine that we turned into a bookmark that I showed you a few videos ago. So there's a video on that where I made that into a book spine, or into a bookmark. There's the back. It's got gold thread sewn around the edges and this beautiful old coffee dyed lace or decoration there. And then just some other handmade things, tags and things made by me. And here's another one, book pages, writing space on the back, which is piano roll paper. And then this is a Tim Holtz cut apart journaling card. And then here I have a tab, which this is an actual price tag that I recently picked up. It was on something I bought at a thrift store in Florida. And the price was on the back here. And I thought it was so cool. I was like, oh, that's, you know, that is perfect for one of my journals. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. This just came off here. Let me put this back on. But there it is. It ended up as a tab, and this is a little butterfly sticker. This is just some activity book paper. You'll see a couple sheets of that in here. This is just I have a paper clip decorated here, and it's got a cigar wrap or whatever. What is that called? Cigar, the little thing that's wrapped around a cigar there. I found some of those never used at a thrift store. Also, I found those in Florida too one year. And this is just some note paper. Is this address book or I forget what this was from, a little notebook or something. But most things in here are from, except for the scrapbook paper. And I have picked up scrapbook paper at thrift stores too, but this scrapbook paper that you see in here is Tim Holtz, and then some other Paper Studio scrapbook paper that I've coffee dyed. So here's a little one of the cut aparts. I added a scrap piece of paper here, and this is one of my pieces of ephemera that I was talking about. This particular piece right here is from a 1970s newspaper that my son brought home and gave to me, and was like, hey Mom, can you use this? And I'm like, oh yes. It was all like, this is the natural color of it. It was so cool. And then there's some other little collage there that I did on there. There's writing sewn around and writing space on the back. On this side there's a pocket. So this is the coffee dyed scrapbook paper I was talking about. See, it's coffee dyed over here. There's a pocket here. It's a double pocket. So in the back pocket here, I have, let's see, tag, a little picture. This is one that I printed out. There's no other digitals in here except for maybe a couple things like this. And this little journaling card from the Tim Holtz paper pack. So those are all in there. And then in the other pocket right here, I've got a few little mini tags. Let's see. There's a button here, one of my antique buttons that I put, since this is it's called My Record House, right? My Record House. So since it's about music, I try to include a few musical type things. So this is one of my antique buttons where I punched out a little circle from a coffee dyed music paper I had, and put it right there in the middle of a little decoration on this pocket here. And So the three little mini things in here are, this is an inchy. If you've never seen anything about inchies, you could search my channel where I did make these on my channel. You just put the name of a person's channel and then what you're looking for in the Google search, or the Google search, the YouTube search, or on my channel. And on the main page, there's a search button, so you can search that way for particular videos or specific videos. But I did do a video on making inchies one time, and that is one of the inchies that I made that time. So I've had that for a little while. This is a mini envelope that you can put something in there if you want. I don't have anything in there right now, but it was just so cute. I wanted to put something, a few little cute things in here. And this is a little tag that I received in Happy Mail one time. It is very vintagey, and it has this sparkle on it, and just so cute. And I added a little ribbon here, or a little string, so that is in there too. And then here is some interesting paper that is all of it. It was like a big check register. It was this size, like 8.5 by 11. And it says check deposit and balance over here, kind of an accounting sheet or something. Anyway, it was picked up at a thrift store, and I thought it was cool. So now it's a page in this journal with one of my strips here that I sewed together. This one has some rickrack on the top of it, and the colors went with this journal. So here is, this is one of the record sleeves. And I just have in here a piece of paper that is double-sided scrapbook paper, Tim Holtz, so that you can take out, and it's folded so it would fit in here, but you can just take that out and do whatever you want with it. But I wanted to put something in there, and so I put something very, very usable and practical in there that you could use. Plus, I didn't want to decorate this because I wanted to leave it for whoever gets this to decorate and do what they wish. I didn't want to I didn't want to do anything with that to take away from their fun, whoever gets this. So this is ledger paper here. There's a little, like I said, I was adding a few musical things. So this is a little tab made out of music paper here, and a little handle with care decoration there. This is some coffee dyed paper that I don't remember exactly how I made this, but it's really beautiful. I found it in my, as I was looking through my papers when I was making this journal, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I'm going to put it in here. And I don't know if I stenciled it or if it's paint or what, but I wish I did remember, because it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's what that is. Here's some music paper here, and on it I have clipped a couple sheets of note paper, some pretty note paper, a couple of those. On a decorated, this is a decorated little paper clip there. And this is actual, all my music I got from thrift stores, and this was actual, except for some that my mom gave me. My mom gave me a big stack too, and this is from my mom, I can tell, because there's her handwriting on here. So you'll see that. And then this is a graph paper or grid paper with a little collage or cluster down here, little collage, number 7, and coffee dyed cardstock with a little fabric trim decoration there. I thought those two look very beautiful together. I used a few pages from this flower book in here. I thought the colors were so pretty, and they had some of the reds in here, like that were on the cover. So I thought they would look beautiful in here. This page is from a guest book, and it is, on here I have a tab that is made out of a bread tab, a little tab that you would get on your bread sometimes, or whatever. They come on different things, but see the little plastic tab there. And then I added just a little banner here as a decoration, and I made it a tab here on this page. I have a couple of those in here. This is a pretty embossed piece of paper that I cut on my die cut machine, and I made it into a tag. It's really beautiful. I embossed it and cut it, and then included this little journaling card or tag in there, and it has music on the bottom here. So it's a couple of those pretty, like they look like sewing pattern ladies, and that is music manuscript paper there. This is some dyed paper that I made. out of really cool feeling paper, and it's kind of crinkly, and it's just, I dyed it, and I just think it turned out really cool, so that is there. This is some of my favorite yellow ledger paper that I picked up at a thrift store, and it had these receipts on it. Some of the pages do. So I leave them on there. You can take them off, but it's an old stapler, and right here it says 1990. Added a little tab on there. It's one of these little red tabs that these are from a game that I, used the parts from a game that I picked up at a thrift store, of course. And so now I'm using them as tabs once in a while. And I thought they would look really good in here because of the colors, kind of reddish and burgundies and things like that. And this was a used ledger, but you can still write on here or glue something down, and you can take this off or write on it or whatever you want. But I just really think I just love that paper. Here's another music sheet. It's my mom's handwriting right there. I've got a little acetate sticker here that is a girl. Let me hold it up so you can see her because she's really beautiful. Right there. And this is a fold over. It's folded over this page, and I've got a decorated paper clip there. Here's the other side of it right here. So you can use that for writing space, or if you need writing space, say you wanted to put writing space here permanently, you could glue this down, like glue the back of it down, this part here, glue this down, and then you'll have a little flip up. So whatever you want to do, put it in a pocket. On this page, I just included a few little pieces of dyed coffee dyed paper. These are I have a pile of what I call my coffee dyed scraps. So these are my coffee dyed scraps. And I wanted to show you how, like, say this page right here, it's got these beautiful birds on it, but say you wanted to put some writing space here, you could glue a piece of paper down right here and write on it. Or, whatever you want to do. I just wanted to show that as an example of what you could do. So I put a few of these in here for that reason. So you could use those to glue down and make some writing spaces if you wish. So here's another part over here. You could glue something here, could glue something here, just whatever you want to do. This is Braille paper here, actual original Braille paper. And I actually found that at a thrift store one time. I'll probably never find it again, but I was lucky enough to be there at the right time one time and found a bunch of Braille books. This is a little file folder. Oh no, this is a Rolodex card that I made. You can see the little slots down here what will go into a Rolodex container. This is a pretty vintage lace, and there's a little decoration here, a little piece that I like, a jewelry piece that I put on. It's a little cluster that I had made. And then in here I just have some tags that are dyed, so they're ready for writing on, for decorating, whatever you would like to do with them. But these are, I believe these are RIT dyed. They're dyed with my RIT dye, I believe. And this is just one I cut out of a file folder. It's just plain and ready for decorating. So those are in there. And this is some more of that activity book paper I was telling you about. This is a little receipt piece here. That is, I have a receipt roll that has two copies, a white copy and a yellow copy. This is, and they're together, so I just cut off one layer whenever I make these. But this is one of those little receipt pieces that I've made before, and it just pulls down, and you have all that writing room if you'd like, front and back. And then it just folds back up and tucks right into, I have a little tag here that is a little tuck spot that you can just tuck it right in, and it holds it in place. And that's that activity page. Here's the other bread tab. This one, I ran across these numbers somewhere and I cut them out because I thought, I just like numbers just like this, or, you'll see numbers throughout as decorations and things. And so this is just something I saw somewhere and I cut it out and I attached it to this bread tab here, another plastic one, and use it as a tab on this page. So just some fun things and ideas there. And I've been saving my bread tab, so I need to make some more of those. Here's another music tab on this ledger page. Here I have This is a over the page, another over the page little journaling spot here. So this side is decorated and this side is plain. So you could decorate this side, you could glue it down, again, all the things, you know, wherever your imagination leads you. But I did add some little bits and pieces here that you could use for decorating, say if you wanted to do something like this, or even layer these over here, or anywhere in the journal, you know, make a little decoration. So just little pieces that you can decorate it with. This says from and to right here on the bottom of this. And here's another, this one has a little, like a little child on it, very vintagey looking. And this one has a pretty bird. And so those are all in there. Here's another music manuscript page where I added a butterfly sticker here and a little label. Of course, you have all that room you could write on. Lots of writing room and room for your own decorating and things, you know, glue in whatever you want. And then this is Tim Holtz double-sided paper with a pocket on this side. This pocket I didn't decorate because I think it's just so gorgeous the way it is. But whoever gets this, of course, can do whatever they want. I wanted to leave that one wide open for someone else's imagination. A few of my little pieces of ephemera here, journaling card. That's wrapping paper there, vintage wrapping paper. This is Tim Holtz cut apart, and this is one of my scrappy tags here. There's a number there. Number 3 on that one. One of those little tabs from the game I was talking about. This is a belly band. I put it across the bottom like this. I just thought it looked pretty there. I'll show you when I take this out. This is music or piano paper here, and I just thought it looked perfect right there. It's burlap and lace. And then here I have a few pieces. Just this was made from a calendar and a few little cluster there, butterfly cluster. This was made, given to me in Happy Mail, and it was just like this, except I added, after I received it, I added this little flower up here and this little cluster right here with some metal, rusty metal heart right there. So, and there's writing space on the back of that one. So that is in there. And then this is just this is a recipe from a recipe book, backed with a file folder, and it's got a pretty little butterfly on the top there. He's got metal wings. And then this one here, oh, you already saw. I told you with the calendar. And a little butterfly cluster on the top of that one. I've got a little paper clip there on the bottom holding those all together so they don't slip through the belly band, but I just thought that looked so pretty on that page. And if you wanted to, if somebody gets this and they want to, you could actually put some little glue underneath here and glue it down on the bottom and have it as a pocket instead of a belly band. So that would be up to whoever gets it. And because you could hang something on there too. I was going to hang my little booklet. You'll see here in a minute, or in a second, the booklet that I have in here. I was going to hang that there, but I decided it was too, I made it thicker than I usually do, so I decided it was too much for that spot. This is coffee dyed cardstock with some of that pretty fabric trim. One of my butterfly stickers there. This is some of my Franken paper, just scraps glued together. They look beautiful. And a little label here, and this is just a vintage playing card. Decorated. These papers, most of the paper clips are decorated. Some of them are not. This is a postcard on this yellow ledger paper. It is a postcard. I have a booklet of these postcards right here that look like, paintings that I found at a thrift store. I mean, I'm always amazed when I find a whole, new type of, postcard book like that. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe somebody gave this away, type of thing. Here's one of the beautiful bird pages with a tab that is one of the Tim Holtz cut aparts. Flips out there. And coffee dyed cardstock with some of that trim. I tried to put that on pretty much all of the coffee dyed cardstock, or you because I just thought the contrast with the red there and the coffee color looks so beautiful. Pocket here on this is coffee dyed scrapbook paper, and there's a little decoration sticker there. In this pocket, I have so much in the pockets. I tried to really put a lot in here. So, cut apart from the Tim Holtz paper pad, this is just, well, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of like scrappy. It's sewed around, it's got plain paper on the back, and this is just a picture from a magazine on, it's got some pink paper there at the top decorating, so that was kind of scrappy. Here is just a piece of paper that was intended for the trash, and then I thought, oh, it looks so beautiful, and I made a tag out of it. I cut it apart and made tags and backed it with some blue file folder. Got a little topper there that matches, so that is in there. And then this is the booklet I was talking about. I showed you this before in the last video, I believe. And so I'll just show you one more time. It's just a little booklet, and I put lots of paper in here. And like I was saying, I didn't mean to put so much paper in here, but I did. And it's really a little chunky little thing, but it's adorable, so it is in there. And I just have a little paper clip holding that stuff together, kind of in place there. Okay, and then this is a little file folder pocket here, so it opens up. Oops, a little bit of glue there. But it opens up, you can write in here. And in here is a writing spot where I'm not going to open it up, but it's there's a flap right here. And there's writing, it's blank inside, so you can write all in there, or glue something in there if you want. Or glue it down somewhere even. But it's got a little wraparound closure here, so you can unwrap that, open the flap, and then you have a little private journaling spot there if you want to use it for that. And there's the file folder. I make all my own little file folders, and there's a decoration on this page too, one of my strips that I sewed together. And this page this is actually a coin envelope here they made into a pocket. And so in here, this is some more stenciled coffee dyed paper. Here's my stencil right here. It's half of a heart right up here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it is there. It's very beautiful. This is my coin envelope decorated as a pocket and glued down as a pocket. So in here, I just have some mini tags. Two of these. These two are from a paper pad cover. They're blank on the back, and they're just the little, how they have these samples on the paper pad covers. I thought they were really cute, so made those into little tags. Cut that up and made it into little tags. And this is just a little mini tag that I had cut on my die cut machine. It's double-sided scrapbook paper, and it has the little stitch marks around that the die cut machine makes. And a little string there at the top. So those are all in there. And that little coin envelope wraps around the back here. And I left it open a little bit here as a tuck spot, as a little tiny. I'll make sure you can see that, because this is kind of wide, this book. But these are two little scraps that I cut into like little journaling spots. So they can be journaled on and tucked in a pocket or in a tuck spot, or glued down and used as decorations somewhere. But they were red too, that goes with this journal. And so here's the little flap from the coin envelope that I just left open here, so it could be a little tuck spot. This is actually the last page here, and this is packaging that I received in some, I believe it was stickers. It says on here, "Have a good day," and it's a little old-fashioned camera. It's so cute, and it was just the packaging. It wasn't anything that was like part of the ephemera in that. It's just the packaging. And the branding is on the back of this, but I glued it down here as a little writing spot. So you have all this writing here, and then a cute little camera decoration there. This is the back page of flowers. The colors, see how they go so well with this color. That's why I had to use these flowers in here. But you can add things here if you'd like in the blank spaces, writings, or gluing things down, maybe add a little pocket. But I just wanted to leave it as is because I thought it was so beautiful. So that is the journal. It will go along with a little goodie pack that I will put together for this journal. And hope you enjoyed this project. Stay tuned for my next project. If you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. and the little all, and you'll get a notification of all my videos. And I wanted to show you, let me see, I'll show you one little piece of my next project, maybe two pieces, because I haven't decided which one I'm going to use, but these two, one of these two fabrics will be involved. So there are two new fabrics I got from Walmart. So I just, I didn't have any dog fabric. Like, I have a lot of fabric, but I was thinking, I don't have any dog fabric. So I was like, I need some dog fabric. I think I need some dog fabric. So this has these cute little dogs on here. So adorable. I was like, I think I need some dog fabric. Look how cute. So I think my next project, like I just got this, but it's just like so adorable that I think I need to do something with it right away. Here's the other one. They had these two different ones. Look at this side. These are all little dogs. This one almost looks like a cat, but I think it's a dog. So there's a little poodle up here. I haven't even opened it yet. I just got it yesterday. So adorable. But I think my next project's going to involve one of these. So stay tuned for that. Even if you don't like dogs, it's going to be an adorable project. So I will see you in my next video. And don't forget to like and comment also along with your subscription. Thank you to all those who have already subscribed. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.